Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online, easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts, Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert, Duran, answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Duran.
Hello, everybody. Today, Jamie's not with us, so we're going to be doing just a solo episode today. And this one actually is inspired by a recent client experience. So I got an email from a client. Now, imagine this is you, and she emailed me saying, hey, just wanted to let you know that I'm going to have a meeting with Google today. They called and said I'm not verified. So I'm going to meet with them today, and I'd love to have you on the call with us. Now, unfortunately, I was not on that call because I didn't get that message until after that meeting came up. So calling back that client was, I immediately obviously emailed the client and said, whatever you do, don't meet with that scammer. It's a scam. So I wanted to let you know how to spot these scams. And actually, within the last 6 months, they have become incredibly sophisticated. So if you're a business owner, this one's for you. You know, you've gotten these calls. We get these calls. It's amazing how these calls just never seem to stop. So here's one message. So if you get one of these kind of messages, we'll listen to it. And then what I want you to listen to for, really pay attention to on this message is the accent. It used to be we could spot these scams really easily because the English was just not great. But now listen to this, and then it's going to blow your mind. I mean, this is just amazing.
Hey, this is Andrew from the Business Help Center. Today is Wednesday, the 26th. We're having an urgent issue with your Google business listing and need you to call us at your earliest convenience, 877-836-7231. That's 877-836-7231. We close at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, so please call us back before then. And if you think you've received this message in error, simply call us back and let us know. But again, we're having an urgent issue with your Google business listing, specifically on Google Maps, and need you to call us at your earliest convenience, 877-836-7231. Thank you. Talk to you soon.
Now, what you probably heard, by the way, I want to say thank you to Anthony at Biondo Creative. This was off his YouTube channel just a few days ago. I listened to this and I've gotten these, and I'm sure if you're a business owner, you've gotten those kind of messages too. So the first thing I wanted you to pay attention to is that accent. Obviously, that sounds like an American accent. Wow. It's an AI generated voice. They even added the ums and ahs. They hit all of the words like urgent, Google Maps, you're having a problem. You got to call us back. You got to take care of this right now. Urgent. My office closes at 5. Urgent, right? Those kind of things. When you hear them as a business owner and you don't know this part of Google, you're going to freeze and start worrying. And that's what these calls are designed to do, is get you kind of panicked about your business. So the first thing I want you to do is pause. Not this episode, obviously, but pause in your head and think about it. Now, does Google care about you? No, it doesn't. If you're a business owner, the only person or the only ones Google really cares about is people who pay them. So if you're not paying them, if you don't have Google ads running with them, they're never going to call you, ever. That's your big tip off. If somebody says they're from Google, say, nope, they're not. Hang up right then. The other thing that should kind of tip you off of for something like this is look up their phone number. Search their phone number on Google. Most likely it's a Google number that they're using, so it should be able to be easily blocked by Google, but whatever. You'll notice that the results that come back for that phone number won't be found. So just put it in quotes, drop it into Google search, and you'll see the results there. if it's like a phone number and it says, owned by Martha, 78 years old in Kentucky, yeah, probably not from Google as well. So those are big tip-offs. Like I said earlier, we used to be able to figure these out immediately because it used to be an accent. The accent was the tip-off. They tried to run you through a script that somebody in their office or whoever created, but whatever. Now it's AI generated, and if you make the mistake of calling this number back, you're not going to speak to someone with an accent again. You're going to speak to another AI system that either someone is typing in right away or they've developed an AI to answer you in real time and your questions, all with the point of, number one, fixing your Google listing. So they're going to ask for access to your Google listing. And if you give it to them, that's bad. The other part they're going to also ask you for right away is a credit card. So they can have a credit card on file. They're going to charge you $200, $300, $400 for this phone call to verify your listing. So whatever they ask you on that call, understand that this is just the first step in the scam, because the next step is saying, okay, now that we've verified your business, next week, let's set up an appointment so you can talk to our Google specialists and they can help make your business found on Google. So what their ultimate goal, obviously, is to get you on some kind of retainer where they don't do any work at all, but they tell you they're doing work. So obviously, don't fall for these scams. It's really, really important that it's very easy to check on those three things. The accent, we can't check on that anymore, but we can check on the number, and you can start off knowing that Google will never call you. If you're running Google ads, though, you will get an email occasionally from a Google rep. You can check on that email who it's from, right? You can look at the header. You can tell if it's from an actual Google rep, just because they know information in that email about your business. They know you're running Google ads. It'll mention, we should set up a strategy call or something like that. And you can choose to do those or not. Those are legitimate people who are contracted out by Google to help your business, but they will never say anything about verification. They won't ask about your credit card number. They won't ask about your social security number. They won't do any of that. So whenever you see one of these, just hang up. You can block their number, but understand that, these aren't going to go away, and they're only going to get more sophisticated with AI. It's frustrating. With that business owner who called me and talked to me, we went through it, and she did a chargeback on her card because she realized she'd been, obviously scammed. The other thing that she luckily didn't do was give them access to her actual Google listing. So she couldn't do that on the phone with them. They walked her through how to do it, and she started sensing something was wrong, because if they're from Google, they would already have that kind of access. So very strange that they would do that. So that kind of, unfortunately, after she paid. So remember, if somebody calls you from Google, they're not from Google. If they say they're from Google, they're not from Google. Check their number and make sure that who you're answering that phone with is actually trying to help you and not scam you. Until next time, everyone. See you.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.